was a basketball play. Angel Reese is right about that. But what they called against her in terms of upgrading it to a flagrant one is exactly what they would have done in the NBA as well. I also think to some degree they're looking for something from Angel Reese, because if you recall when Kennedy Carter bumped.
Buckle up, because we're diving headfirst into the juiciest, most electrifying celebrity showdown since Kanye interrupted Taylor Swift. Picture this: Stephen A. Smith, the human megaphone, stepping into the ring to deliver a verbal knockout so fierce it could make a WNBA stat sheet cry. He's got Angel Reese in his crosshairs, Caitlin Clark on a pedestal, and a rivalry so spicy, it's basically a Netflix series waiting to happen.
The footages they show was Angel Reese getting up and clapping and stuff like that. They keep their eyes on stuff like this. Here's where I'm going where the rivalry kicks in. Angel Reese, the reason...
If you thought this was just about basketball, honey, you're in for a wild ride. This is celebrity news on steroids. Petty feuds, savage clapbacks, and a whole lot of Stephen A. stealing the spotlight like he's auditioning for an Oscar and shouting. Ready to unpack this chaos? Let's go. All right, let's set the scene. Stephen A. Smith, the man whose voice could wake up a coma patient, decided it was time to school the world on the Caitlin Clark versus Angel Reese saga. This isn't just a basketball rivalry, it's a cultural earthquake, a social media firestorm, and a masterclass in how to turn a sports debate into a full-blown soap opera. Stephen A. didn't just comment on this feud. He grabbed it, threw it in a blender, and hit puree. And let me tell you, the result is a smoothie of drama, shade, and some serious basketball facts that'll have you glued to your screen. First things first, let's talk about this so-called rivalry. Stephen A. came out swinging, saying, and I quote, "It's not a rivalry when you're losing by 35 points on open. Ouch, that's not just a burn, that's a 5-alarm fire." He's basically saying Angel Reese is out here playing checkers while Caitlin Clark's rewriting the chess rulebook. And look, Angel Reese is a beast, don't get it twisted. She's got the rebounds, the swagger, and a presence that makes defenses quiver like they just saw a ghost. But Stephen A., he's got no chill.
Then why? Obviously, the whole Caitlin Clark-Angel Reese thing happened was because when they met in the NCAA tournament in 2023, when Angel Reese was doing all of this, because Caitlin...
He's out here acting like Angel poked a grizzly bear with a stick, and that bear's name is Caitlin Clark. Now let's break this down like it's a celebrity breakup on TMZ. The Caitlin Clark-Angel Reese beef kicked off in the 2023 NCAA tournament, where Angel was out there throwing shade harder than a palm tree in a hurricane. Picture this. LSU smacks Iowa in the national championship, and Angel's clapping back at Caitlin like she's auditioning for Mean Girls Basketball Edition. Caitlin, meanwhile, is sinking threes from the parking lot, rewriting record books, and basically being the Steph Curry of women's hoops. Stephen A. sees this and decides it's his God-given duty to step in as the referee, the coach, and the entire ESPN hype machine rolled into one. Here's where it gets juicy. Stephen A. doesn't just analyze the game. He turns it into a Shakespearean drama where he's the narrator, the hero, and the guy selling popcorn at intermission. His delivery? Think of a fireworks show, a monster truck rally, and a motivational speech all happening at once. He's pacing the studio, eyebrows doing more cardio than a Zumba class.
It's getting that notoriety. Let me go out there and use that to take advantage of it myself and show you what the hell I bring to the table. You can roll your eyes all you want to, but I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts, Eminem.
And his voice hitting decibels that could shatter glass. He says, Caitlin Clark is on a different level. And you can practically hear the mic drop from space. Angel Reese? He's giving her props. She's a damn good player with a bright future, but he's also serving her a reality check so sharp it could cut through a diamond. Let's pause for a second and talk about why this matters. This rivalry isn't just about who's got the better jump shot. It's about who's owning the headlines, who's dominating the Instagram comments, and who's got the internet in a chokehold. Caitlin Clark's out there dropping buckets like it's her 9 to 5, while Angel Reese is bringing the kind of energy that makes you wonder if she's got a PhD in trash talking. But Stephen A., he's the one turning this into a cultural moment. He's not just commentating, he's directing a blockbuster where he's the star, the scriptwriter, and the guy yelling cut when things get too real. Now let's talk about the moment that set the internet on fire. Stephen A. goes off about Angel Reese's attitude, saying she's been clapping and taunting like she's got a personal vendetta against Caitlin. He's like, you can roll your eyes all you want, but I'm giving you facts. Facts, more like facts with a side of theatrical flair. He's out here comparing Angel's antics to a villain in a Marvel movie, and honestly, it's hard not to laugh. Imagine Angel Reese scrolling through X, seeing Stephen A., comparing her to Thanos, and just rolling her eyes so hard she sets a new personal record. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's probably in the gym, unbothered, draining shots from half court like it's just another Tuesday.
That up there, and Angel Reese put the female basketball world on notice. Excuse me, I'ma go at her, I'ma take it to their team, I'ma beat them, and I'ma show you
But here's the thing, Stephen A. is not wrong. Caitlin Clark is a phenomenon. She's got range, handles, and a cool-headedness that makes her look like she's playing chess while everyone else is playing Uno. Angel Reese, on the other hand, is the spark plug, the one who's gonna dunk on you, talk smack, and then post about it on TikTok. Their rivalry is less about stats and more about style. Caitlyn's the quiet assassin, Angel's the loud and proud superstar, and Stephen A. He's the guy who sees this and thinks, you know what this needs? More me. Let's get into the social media of it all, because that's where this drama really pops off. When Stephen A. dropped his verbal bombs, the internet didn't just react, it exploded. Memes were flying faster than Caitlyn's three-pointers. One had Stephen A. in a referee's jersey, calling a technical foul on Angel for excessive sass. Another showed him with cartoon lungs the size of a hot air balloon, captioned, "When Stephen A. smells drama." X was a battlefield of hot takes, with fans picking sides like it's Team Edward versus Team Jacob. And the GIFs, oh, the GIFs. Stephen A.'s eyebrow wiggle became its own cinematic universe. But let's not sleep on the real tea here. Stephen A. didn't just call out Angel Reese, he made it personal. He's talking about her experiencing vitriol.
Angel Reese experienced vitriol thereafter. It was tough for her to deal with, as she articulated, and that's unfortunate because we got some no-good-ass people in this world. And their definition of happiness is bringing you...
And how she's been dealing with haters who want to drag her down. He's got a point. Angel's been catching flack since she started clapping back at Caitlyn. Some folks love her for her unapologetic vibe. Others are out here acting like she's the villain in a Disney movie. Stephen A. is like, that's unfortunate, but that's the game. And then he pivots to Caitlyn, calling her the Steph Curry of women's basketball, and basically crowning her the queen of hoops. It's like he's playing favorites while pretending to be impartial, and the internet ate it up. Now let's talk about RG3 jumping into the mix, because apparently this drama needed more chefs in the kitchen. RG3's like, Angel Reese legitimately hates Caitlin Clark. It's jealousy and envy. Whoa, buddy, slow down. Did you just call this a soap opera or a psychological thriller? He's out here throwing around words like pettiness and ego, and Stephen A's nodding along like, preach! It's like they're tag-teaming Angel, painting her as the bad guy while Caitlyn's out there collecting halos. But here's the kicker. Angel's not crying about being the villain, she's owning it. She's out here playing her game, stirring the pot, and letting the haters fuel her fire. Let's zoom out for a second and talk about why this whole saga is peak celebrity news. It's not just about basketball. It's about personalities clashing like tectonic plates. Angel Reese is the rebel with a cause, the one who's going to show up, show out, and make sure you know her name. Caitlin Clark is the golden child, the one who lets her game do the talking while the world loses its mind. And Stephen A? He's the maestro, conducting this orchestra of chaos with a voice that could drown out a jet engine.
We have this big spike in women's basketball was because of them. That's the rivalry. It's not much, okay, they're gay.
He's turning a sports feud into a cultural moment, and we're all just along for the ride. Here's a fun analogy for you. This rivalry is like a reality show where Caitlyn's the polished contestant who always nails the challenge, Angel's the wild card who steals every scene, and Stephen A. is the host who's somehow more dramatic than the actual drama. It's like The Bachelor, but instead of roses, they're handing out jump shots and hot takes. And the best part? The audience, aka us, can't stop watching. Every game, every clapback, every Stephen A. Rant is another episode.
Teams are not rivalry. Their personalities are the rivalry.
Yeah, and I guess it's not. Yeah.
So you're right. So yeah, but that's what it is. It's not that I can have it. That's what it is.
And we're all subscribed with notifications on. Now let's get real for a second. Stephen A. His commentary isn't just about stirring the pot. It's about shining a light on women's basketball. The WNBA's been on a rocket ship to the moon, and players like Caitlyn and Angel are the fuel. They're not just athletes. They're superstars rewriting what it means to dominate a sport. Caitlyn's out there breaking records like they're made of glass, while Angel's bringing a fierceness that makes every game feel like a heavyweight fight. Stephen A. Out loud, sure, but he's also hyping up a league that's finally getting the spotlight it deserves, and that's worth shouting about. But let's not kid ourselves. Stephen A. loves being the center of attention. He's not just commenting on the rivalry. He's inserting himself into it like he's the third star in a big three. Every sentence is a performance, every pause a plot twist, every eyebrow raise a mic drop. He's out here acting like he's the one who invented basketball drama. And you know what? He's kinda right. Without his larger-than-life personality, this feud might just be another sports story. With him, it's a global spectacle. So, where does this leave us? Angel Reese is still out there bawling, probably laughing off Stephen A.'s lecture while planning her next viral moment. Caitlin Clark's still
wanting the spotlight. This is what I said about it, and I love it. I want to see them going at it. I want to see them playing physical. I want to keep this racist crap off the court where it belongs. If some jamoke wants to talk like that, then go home. I don't want to hear it.
Here's the tea. This isn't just about basketball anymore. This is ego warfare dressed in sneakers and jersey numbers. Caitlin Clark didn't ask for the crown. She earned it. She's not out here begging for endorsements or stealing anyone's shine. She's just hooping, and hooping at a level that's making everyone else rethink their life choices. Meanwhile, Angel Reese seems stuck in a Caitlin Clark obsession spiral where every mention of her rival feels like an existential crisis. It's like Caitlin walked into the WNBA, took the throne, and left Angel clapping from the nosebleeds. And the fans? They're picking sides like it's Team Edward versus Team Jacob. Team Clark's out here talking stats, talent, and legacy. Team Reese? They're debating tunnel outfits and who's got the better vibe. This isn't basketball analysis, it's Real Housewives, Hardwood Edition. Let's break it down with some numbers because the stats don't lie, even if Twitter does. Caitlin Clark's triple-double was a masterclass. 20 points, 10 assists, 10 rebounds, and a highlight reel that could make a grown man cry. She's throwing no-look passes like she's auditioning for a magic show and hitting threes from zip codes defenders didn't even know existed.